Anton. Greetings from Bulgaria. Today, here is raining a lot. Anyhow, we have time for yet another video from our new JUnit course. So let me share my screen and let's begin. In the first video in our JUnit tutorial for beginners for writing Selenium tests, we discussed what is JUnit, what are its advantages, what is the difference between JUnit 4 and JUnit 5, and how you can migrate. And in our second video from the second module from our course, I'm going to show you how basically how to set up your environment to use JUnit. First, I'm going to show you some prerequisites. Then we are going to run a simple test in IntelliJ IDEA. Then again, the same test in Visual Studio Code. And I'm going to show you in the end how to run the test from command line in two different ways. So let's begin. The first, prerequisites. For the prerequisites, first you need to download from oracle.com the latest version of Java JDK. It's perfectly fine to use older version. Right now, at the time of recording, the newest JDK is version 17. Right now on my machine, I have JDK 15, which is completely fine. In order to be able later to run the test from command line using Maven, which is a build system for Java, quite popular, we need to have one special environmental variable set for our tests. It's called Java Home, and how you can check whether it's set properly or not. Basically, we can use the command line command echo Java _ home with percentages. This is how we can print the actual value of this environmental variable. Right now, it's set to program files Java JDK 15. This is the correct way to set it. Of course, you can use the visual editor if you like. If it's not set correctly, you can type the following command: set x Java home and then the path, and you need to surround it with quotes. And again, you should receive this message: success, specified value was saved. And again, you can write whether it's saved correctly or not when you use the echo command. Next, you need to navigate to JetBrains.com IDEA download and download the community edition of IntelliJ IDEA and install it. You need to wait a bit. Of course, I already did that. And when you open IntelliJ IDEA, this is the welcome screen. We're going to click New Project. And from here, from Project SDK, we can choose the proper version of Java, which we want to use. In my case, I'm going to use version 15. Now we need to click Next. I need to navigate to the folder of my project. Come on. JUnit tutorial, chapter 2. I'm going to leave it like this. Here we can change the default group ID. Maybe we can leave it like this. It's up to you. And then we need to click Finish. I'm going to create a really simple test for testing a calculator. This calculator will have only a single method called add. And here, this is my project, and this is my module, Java module. In the source folder, we have in the main, we put the classes that we are going to test later during the course. Here we will put logic for our framework based on Selenium and page objects and so forth. And here under the test folder, we put all of our test classes. Right now, I will right click on the Java folder, and I'm going to choose to create a new package. For now, I will go with JUnit demo, and I'm going to create the same package under the test folder, JUnit demo. And here I'm going to create a simple class that I'm going to name calculator. Add to source control, and this is the implementation. Basically, we have one public method that returns integer, accepts one parameter a, second parameter b, and we are just return the sum of the both numbers. The next thing that we need to create is here a test class where we are going to put JUnit unit tests. I'm going to name this calculator tests. I'm going to add it to the source control. We can click here, I always add to source control. And next, here on top, I'm going to create a private final, which means a constant, calculator underscore calculator. And now it's time to create one test, public void test add, test addition. And here I will create the actual result, which we can get from, we are going to calculate what is the sum of 1 with 1. And next, we need to call assertions dot. However, as you will notice, we don't have the dependencies for JUnit. If you recall from the first module of our course, the latest version of JUnit is JUnit 5. So we need to add a dependency. Again, we're depending on the Maven build system. This is why we have this POM XML. The POM XML basically contains instructions for Maven. Here we can add dependencies or jars to be downloaded automatically on our machine from their main repository, or plugins, and add other Maven commands. Right now, I'm just going to copy the two dependencies that we need. Here they are. JUnit Jupyter, this is version 5. Here for version, we can name just release, which is the latest stable version. And if you recall from the first module, JUnit 5 contains 3 separate parts. So we need the API and the engine so that we can run the test from command line later. Also, in order to run the tests from command line later through Maven, we'll need one more plugin. But when it's time, I'm going to let you know how to do it. Now we return to the JUnit calculator tests, and here we need to add 2 imports above for API assertions. This will give us all of the different methods for asserting things. There is a special method called assert equals, where we first put the expected result and then the actual. And if you recall the simple structure from the first video, here we need to use the notation test. That's it. We can build the project if you want here from the context menu that you open with the right click of your mouse. Here at the bottom, we see that the build has completed. There are a few ways how you can run the tests. Directly from here, from the green button, we can run test addition. This will run only this particular test. If we have 2 tests like this, test addition, different numbers. Maybe you can think of better name, of course. Here we can put 3. If you want to run the 2 tests from this class, we can directly run all the tests in this particular class. And as you can see, both of them. Also, you can do it from here. You can click here, run, and so forth. Also, if you want to debug them, you can debug it from here, put a breakpoint, and so on and so forth. Now, we discussed already IntelliJ IDEA. Let me show you how you can run the same test with Visual Studio Code, which is, by the way, the open source and free cross-platform multi-technology editor from Microsoft. You can go to their website called visualstudio.com. You can download it for Windows or any other system. This is basically the editor. They have different themes, right? Next, you can go to here to manage, and you can go to extensions. In order to support Java, you can search for extension pack for Java. This is an extension that will enable you to have, debugging, running tests. You'll have Maven and language support like highlighting, etc. Right? So you need to install it. Next, you can go to all files, and directly from here you can open the folder, or you can clone it directly from Git. It has built-in support. And as you can see here, because of the extensions that I installed, I already have my Java project. And as you can see, there is full highlight of everything, right? I can run here to run the test. There is a special testing tab that from here I can run the test as well. Completely fine. Everything is running smoothly and really fast. You can give it a try. Now, the last part from our video will be about how to run tests from the command line. I'm going to show you 2 ways. The first one is we're going to use the JUnit platform console runner. Now you can go, of course, all of these links, you can find them in the resources below the video. And also you will, later during the course, when we have more demos, there will be a separate GitHub repository where you can clone the code for all chapters. So you can open JUnit or JUnit 5 docs. And as you can see, here there is a special section console launcher. And it says that we need this JUnit platform console standalone. In order to download it, you need to go to Maven main repository. And we need to search for JUnit platform console standalone. I'm going to type it here. And as you can see, this is the 3rd option. When you click it, you will see different versions. This is the Maven Central. I'm going to download this 1.81 version. I'm going to download the jar. So please download the jar. And next, I'm going to copy it directly to my folder where is my code here. Next, I'm going to open the command line. Here it is. And we can use the following command. Java/jar, then JUnit platform console runner, the version, then // class path out, and we need to mention that we need to search for the different build classes inside a particular folder. So we need the command scan class path equal, and then here we need to provide the path. And our path in our example is the following one. Just a second. Here it is. And when we run it, As you can see, there are 2 containers found and the tests are run. And they were executed successfully. This is the first way how you can run the tests. The second way is basically you will need to download from Maven apache.org download. You will need to download one of these zip files which contains Maven and unzip it in program files or whatever you want. Here, I already did that in my program files. I have Apache Maven, the latest version. Again, this was important. This is why it was important to set the Java home environmental variable, because this Maven file here, it uses it, and if it's not set correctly, basically the run will fail. And after you did this, you can use the Maven to build the project, run it, etc. It's really quite easy to do it. Let me show you. We use this command, Maven clean test. And as you can see, a lot of stuff, and we have successful, but as you can see, no tests have been run. What is the problem? The problem is that, as I mentioned before, we don't have we haven't added the plugin needed to run the tests. We need to add Apache Maven plugin called Maven Surefire plugin. One way to do it is you can search for it here. You can search for Maven /Surefire plugin. As you can see, I already searched for it. And from here, you can get basically the thing that I'm going to copy, right? And here in the POM, we will need to add this build section where we have the sections for plugins, and we need the plugin for Maven Surefire plugin. This is the latest version. Then you need again to check to click on the reload button. Everything is in check. I'm going to build my project again. And the next thing again, let's try it one more time. Maven clean test. And now, as you can see, we have tests. 2 of the tests passed. Build is successful. Now you know 2 ways how you can run your test from command line, which is perfect. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can submit them to and ask them under the comments for the video. Also, don't forget that they're actually on the Lambda test blog. There are 2 really great articles that can help you. There is a whole section called Selenium JUnit tutorial. As you can see here, we have JUnit environment setup, and here there are a lot of screenshots to help you to set up your environment. Even if you don't use IntelliJ, there are tutorials for older versions of JUnit, for JUnit for Eclipse, NetBeans, etc. So you can check it. And of course, don't forget to get your JUnit certification together with Selenium. It can help you to get to be recognized. So thank you again for watching, and see you in the next video.